Welcome back. We're doing homework for Thermodynamics II at the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. This is homework number 6, which is vapor-liquid equilibrium. We're doing problem number 3, which is in Koretsky's textbook, 2nd edition, 8.18. So, those of you who are not from this institution, you can still listen in because you might want to know how to do 8.18. Alright, so how do I do 8.18? Alright, it is asking what is the composition of the vapor. Okay, so in terms of don't know composition of the vapor, which means I don't know yi. What's the composition of the vapor that is in equilibrium with a liquid mixture? So I know y, xi, so no xi. At 250 K. So I also know T. Well, what is the pressure? Assume ideal behavior. Okay, so I also need to know the pressure. Assume ideal behavior. So that means I'm assuming Raoult's law for kids, which says YI P equals XI gamma. There is no gamma. PI set. Now, why can I assume that? Well, if I look at the mixture, I have propylene, propane, N-butane, isobutane, N-pentane. I mean, those are so bloody close to each other that, yeah, this pretty much is an ideal solution. And so it's okay to assume an ideal solution, assume Raoult's law for kids applies. Okay. But the algorithm really isn't that different. It's just my gamma ones I don't have to solve for. I just know them. They're equal to 1. Okay, and so I still write out my one equation, which is really, 5 equations. I have 5 of those because I have 5 components. I have one other equation, though, that's going to be helpful because I have 5 unknowns. I have all my yi's and p. And so my other one is summation of yi is equal to 1. Okay. And so, just like in homework, in number 1, the algorithm doesn't change. I ask myself, what do I know, what do I don't know, and what do I have value for? I know these two, and I don't know those guys. Okay, and so I want to try and get one of those. Okay, I could get P, but I don't have another equation that has P. What's shared between the two equations that I have, essentially, is yi. And so I want to solve for yi. Now, I could solve for yi here, but I can't really solve for yi. I solve for y1 or y2 or y3 or whatever. Here, I can generically solve for yi and plug it in here generically. So yi generically, because they all have this form, is xi pi sat over p. And I can plug that in here and get the summation of xi pi sat over p is equal to 1. And then, of course, I can, rearrange that, and I can get that p is equal to summation of xi pi sat. Okay. But each step will, I've done this so many times I don't even need to ask myself the questions. But you know what? I understand that you might not have that. So I write this down. And again, I ask myself, what do I know, what do I don't know, what do I have value for? I have a value for these, or know them, and I don't have a value for those, and I don't know them. Okay. And again, like I said, I could do P, I could do yi, or y1 or y2, but it's easier to just generically do yi. Okay. And I ask myself, though, do I know xi? Yes, I do. Do I know pi sat? Well, I know pi sat because I know t. So yes, I do. Do I know p? No. Do I have a value for p? No. Okay. And so I don't know too many things. And I don't even have a value for enough things. Okay, but I do have another equation, so I plug it into this equation. Now I ask myself, okay, do I know xi? Yes. Do I know pi sat? Yes. Do I know 1? I would hope so. It's 1. And so I only have one variable left that I either don't know or don't have value for. So I can rearrange it so that's on one side and everything else is on the other side. Okay. So I know xi. Well, I don't have values for pi sat. Well, you do have the chemicals, you do have the temperature. You use Antoine's equation to just get them, okay? I'm not going to go through those steps. You know, I mean, you're all adults. You can do it yourself. Okay. You know, but the general algorithm is there. Okay. And I just plug in and I get them all. Okay. And that's going to give me a pressure. All right. So I have a pressure. Now what? Well, now I have a value for P. Look up here. What still has a big hole in it? The yi. Okay, do I have a formula for yi? Yes, I do. Okay, do I know I have value for xi? Yes, I do. Do I know I have value for pi set? Yes, I do. Do I know I have a value for p? I didn't before, but now I do. And so I can plug this value into here and get each and every separate yi. And they should add up to 1. Okay. If they don't add up to 1, it's probably just a rounding error more than anything. And let's face it, that's all I need to do. I don't need to do anything more drastic or weird or crazy. Like, that's all I need to do, and I can get what I need to get.